I'm really starting to enjoy Wednesday nights because it means I get to come home and watch this show more and more every single week, and I love it. Of course, this is Batman the Animated Series, Season 1, Episode 27. We're a bit into this now. How many episodes are there? There's 65 episodes in Season 1, so, and then in Season 2 there's another 44. So, we've got a while to go. 109 episodes, I think. Yikes. And then that's not even counting Batman the New Adventures. This is going to take a long time to finish, but I have no problem with that. Because this show just, for the most part, it impresses me every single week. Last week definitely did, because last week was the Appointment in Crime Alley, the Leslie Tompkins episode. And there was no big, like, recognisable villain. There was no Joker, Penguin, Two-Face. There was nothing like that. It was just Batman doing good things, like stopping a guy from shooting up someone else, and then stopping a tram from crashing, and then defusing the bombs that were going to kill everyone in Crime Alley. So, yeah, I just like seeing Batman do good stuff. But I feel like I'm in the need for this week for a villain, a recognisable villain. Will it be a new one, or will it be one we've seen already? Because right now, the villains that we've seen already, that's limited to just Joker and Scarecrow right now. So, if it is a villain we've seen before, who's it going to be? If it's a new villain, who's it going to be? I don't have to get worried about who it's going to be, because if it's a recognisable villain, I know it's going to be great, because this show, I would say that it's not disappointed me thus far, but then again, we saw the Batman in My Basement episode with Penguin. That was a bit underwhelming, but then again, if it's Penguin, hopefully we'll get a better showing of him this time than we did last time. Apart from that one instance with Penguin, I've not been disappointed by any of the Batman villains so far, because who would have thought I would have liked Clock King when he turned up? But that was an amazing episode, and the villain was just written so well that I couldn't be angry with it. Let's just watch more incredible character writing out of this show. So let's get on with it. Season 1, Episode 27 of Batman the Animated Series right now. Ooh, Mad as a Hatter, Mad Hatter. That's an interesting one. Wow. Where's your chin, dude? Creepy. You're a bit creepy, dude.
Classic male fear of commitment.
The next thing I knew, we were shouting, screaming, saying we never wanted to see each other again.
I'm not liking where this is going. It's creepy. Uh-oh.
Sure it was?
Cringy, dude.
Tonight, let me be your guide.
I'll get my coat.
Please, Mr. Hat, go easy on us. We're sorry.
Oh, wow.
No, go jump at the river.
Okay. All units, 2 possible suicides reported scaling the Gotham Bridge suspension tower. All units, please respond.
Guess I'm elected.
Damn. Oh, Jesus. He said jump in the river, not jump to your death.
You guys stay calm and
Gotta do what Mr. Hat says. Stop!
Man, his powers are lethal.
Maybe we hit him up for money, but we never... Hey, what are we doing here?
She's strangely enough actually going along with this. But I imagine it's about to go downhill.
I saw that picture earlier today in the office of a scientist who creates circuitry
Tetch, you're an amateur. He's gonna go crazy.
He gave me this. Can you believe it? I'm getting married.
Oh, he got him to dump her. You cold bastard.
I didn't want it this way.
Okay, he actually took her. Okay. Jervis, he's smart enough to develop a device that can control people's minds, but he can't cover his tracks to save his life.
Are you, the famous Batman, so intent upon destroying my happiness that you'll harm these poor, mind-warped innocents to get me? Let's find out.
Oh, here she comes.
Off with his head.
Is that the fiance? Yeah.
They're programmed to attack me, but they won't fight you. I gotcha.
The gentleman.
Hey, and skull.
Here he comes.
It didn't have to be this way. You made me do this to her.
Okay. Oh. The dragon. Was there a dragon in Alice in Wonderland? That could have gone so wrong.
Oh, Billy.
Now that's sad. Yep, he's definitely going off to Arkham. Oh, the crying statue. Right then. Oh, I noticed he was just called the Hatter, not Mad Hatter, in the voicing credits. Okay, only a couple notes written down, but Mad Hatter, he's a interesting villain. He's obviously not up top tier list, but I probably found Clock King more entertaining because it was he was mentally damaged from a but I was about to say he was mentally damaged from a real thing like his OCD, but then again, so is Mad Hatter. He's just obsessed with Alice in Wonderland as well. So he went to it's a comic book character and it's a cartoon show, so obviously it's going to be very exaggerated. I wonder if there's actually people who've actually, well, there probably has been people who've done this, not the Alice in Wonderland stuff, but become so obsessed with someone that they're in love with. That's probably been a thing before. That's why such a thing as stalkers exist, because that's pretty much what he was. Except he didn't have a stalker because he saw her every day. Jervis Tetch, Mad Hatter, for the love of God, you're intelligent enough to work at Wayne Enterprises and create something that can control people's minds, yet you cannot cover your tracks to save your life. I mean, most of that was due to the fact that Bruce Wayne is Batman. And Bruce knew a lot of that stuff already. Obviously, Bruce found the two guys that were attempting to commit suicide on orders of Mad Hatter, and with the cards, and obviously Bruce recognised that technology from Jervis Tetch, and then for some reason he gave his minions the card that says property of the Wonderland, whatever it was. Yeah, Mad Hatter's not a villain I'm so familiar with. I know a bit of him. Well, most of what I know from him is the Arkham games, like the side missions of the Mad Hatter, the Mad Hatter side missions of the Arkham games, and they're pretty out there. Obviously, this didn't go much into that, but then again, this is the origin of Mad Hatter, so we're not going to get something that crazy just yet. But I imagine it'll come along down the road. I wonder if there's going to be an episode where Mad Hatter actually takes control of Batman, and then someone, probably Robin or Alfred, has to stop him. Mad Hatter had no chin in his design. I'm surprised there were no warning. I mean, it's a kid's cartoon, so obviously it's not going to show it. But if this was real life, that girl would have red flags showing up all over the place. Like literally, the day that your boyfriend dumps you, you come home. Well, the day that her boyfriend dumps her, her workmate shows up on the doorstep, dressed like that, and then tries to take her out for a date on the town. Red flags would be going up just there. But then the whole obsession with Alice in Wonderland, that's a few red flags going up for that as well. But now looks like he's lost her forever. This was pretty creepy anyway, because the first episode of him, he was going after a girl who was fond of him but didn't have any feelings for him. I imagine next time we see him, he's going to be going after her even when she hates him. So that's going to be even more creepy than before. Like the more he comes after her, the more she's going to hate him, and the creepier it's going to get for him to keep coming after her. So I envision a cycle about to start. How does he get all those cards onto the people he's trying to control? Like he must have planned that date on the town very pre-planned. It's amazing that he actually managed to get those cards onto those people. Like if someone tried putting something besides my head, like if someone reached up with a card and tried to put it inside my head, I would knock them out. I'm like, you ain't putting shit near me. Again, another fascinating villain. He's not so much as intimidating as cringy and difficult to watch. Maybe there has got to be some villains that are just a bit more strange. I mean, you obviously have your villains that are intimidating and entertaining. I suppose you need one who's a bit more cringy and fun, should we say. I suppose that's it for this week's episode of Batman. It didn't pull on the heartstrings like last episode did. But still, it's a good way to spend 20 minutes, I think. Well, 35 minutes in case of this recording. As always, this will be available for full-length reaction on Patreon for $3 a month, along with the other shows that I watch, Ben 10 and My Hero Academia, which means you get a long backlog of full-length videos if you subscribe for the full length. But there's a chance you could get even more videos, in which case it is the $5 tier, which is early access, a full month early access, 4 weeks to be more specific, in which case you get 4 weeks early access to episodes that you haven't seen on YouTube yet. So if this is on YouTube, episode 27, you can watch all the way up to episode 31 right now for Batman the Animated Series, and that goes for Ben 10 and My Hero as well, which means you get 12 episodes, 12 videos. If you're a fan of all three of those shows, then you get 12 videos early access that haven't come out on YouTube yet, just for $5. That's a good deal, I think. But then you get the $10 tier, which is the highest tier, in which case you get a full-length movie reaction. I've only done one so far. Maybe I'll do one depending on when this comes out, maybe I'll have done one at the end of December. Full length movie reactions, and also if you do that, you also get the 4 weeks early access from the $5 tier and the $3 tier full length. So you get everything if you get the $10 tier. Not to mention, you also get your name at the end in the credits of this video, just like Mr. Larry Walker does, my current one and only $10 tier patron. So yeah, that's all we've got for this week's episode of Batman the Animated Series. Until next time, we are over and out.